What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So this story has been sweeping social media for the last few days. So there is this young woman who is missing in Alabama after she saw a child walking along the highway by themselves. Now we're going to get into this article here. I am reading this off of US Today. I'll leave the link to the article down below. I personally first saw this on Instagram, and then I kind of saw it just kind of blowing up in the last 2 days, and it is just really wild to me, and it sounds like it was a setup. So let's get into this. It says police are searching for a 25-year-old woman after she disappeared when she stopped to look for a child she saw walking along an Alabama interstate highway. Carlethia, Carlee Nichole Russell called 911 about 9:30 p.m. on Thursday in Hoover, Alabama, reported seeing a toddler walking along the side of the interstate. The Hoover, Alabama Police Department said in a press release after calling 911, Russell stopped to check on the toddler and also called a family member to tell them about the situation. It says here the family member lost contact with her, but the line remained open, police said. Officers who were already en route to the location of the initial 911 call located the female's vehicle and some of her belongings nearby, but were unable to find her or the child in the area. That sounds really suspect to me. It almost sounds like this was not random. Like, I mean, maybe it was random as far as whoever fell for this, but it seems like this was a setup for a kidnapping. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion, but let's carry on. It says police said they had not gotten any other calls about a missing child. Russell was last seen wearing a black shirt, black pants, and white Nike brand shoes. She is 5'4" inches tall and weighs 150 to 160 pounds, police said. It says here, Russell was traveling home from work in Birmingham, Alabama, and is believed to have picked up food on her way back before heading toward Hoover on I-459. She stopped to look for the child near mile marker 11 between the Carlethia flyover and exit 10 for Highway 150, police said. A single witness reported possibly seeing a gray vehicle with a light complected male standing outside of Russell's vehicle. We have no further information about that individual or vehicle at this time, police said. Hoover Police Department on social media, on Instagram, also have put up an update and just putting this out there for people to see. It goes on to say, in a press conference Friday, Hoover Police Department Lieutenant Daniel Lowe said that they are looking into all possibilities regarding the situation. It says we currently are investigating every possibility in this case. Lowe said, we're certainly leaving nothing off the table. It says here, Lowe said the police department is receiving a lot of tips and are assigning investigators to them as they come in. Any person with any information is asked to contact Detective Brad Fountain at 205-444-7562, Sergeant Drew Mims at 205-739-7274, or Crime Stoppers of Metro Alabama at 205-254-7777 if they wish to remain anonymous. Additionally, an anonymous donor offered $20,000 for Russell's return, and Crime Stoppers is also offering an additional $5,000. Oh, man. So, let's see here. Let me see if I can get into... Actually, they posted this on Twitter, Hoover Police Department. So I wanted to make sure that I read everything up until the end because those phone numbers are out there. So if any of you guys are in Alabama, you see or know anything, definitely call them. Let me see if I can get into this tweet here. Okay, so the last update it looks like they put up was yesterday. afternoon, update on missing person Carlee Russell, and it just seems like it says here kind of the same thing that the article says. Now, I did see something else. So that was on USA Today, but here on the Shade Room, which is, I think, the first place I saw the article, here, and I'll leave the links to both articles down below, but I want to read this too because this has a little bit of more information, or maybe a little bit of a different information. So it says here, it starts off, it says, the Hoover Police Department in Alabama is conducting a search for 25-year-old Carlethia Carlee Nichole Russell. According to the department, Russell disappeared after she placed a 911 call reporting a toddler walking on the side of the interstate. Let's see, she actually disappeared on July 13th. It is now 15th, and they have not heard anything. It says here, according to a Facebook post made by the Hoover Police Department on Friday, the station received a call from the 25-year-old on Thursday evening. During the call, Russell explained that she was on I-459 South near mile marker 11 when she spotted a toddler walking on the side of the interstate. After hanging up with authorities, the station reports that Russell approached the child while calling a family member to quote-unquote report the same details. However, during the call, the family member reportedly lost contact, quote-unquote, with Russell, but the line remained open. So it says here, and quote, she called 911 when she pulled over. She got out of the car. I think she probably let her guard down, thinking 911 would be there in a second. Russell's mother, Talitha Russell, told Alabama Local. So this is her mother talking to the authorities. Talitha Russell explained that her daughter was speaking with her brother's girlfriend. However, the girlfriend never heard the child say anything and instead heard the 25-year-old scream. She says, my son's girlfriend heard her asking the child, are you okay? She never heard the child say anything, but then she heard our daughter scream. From there, all you hear on her phone is background noise from the interstate. It says here, when officers arrived at the scene, they found her car and quote-unquote some of her belongings nearby. I don't know why that's in quotes. It makes it seem like maybe some of her belongings, maybe they sift through her things, maybe they ransacked her car, maybe they were trying to rob her. Who knows? It says, however, they were unable to locate Russell or the toddler. Additionally, the station added that they haven't received any reports of a missing child. When did this come out? This came out yesterday as well. Okay. Let's see. It says here. Okay, according to the police department's report, authorities are requesting the help of the public in locating Carlee. Additionally, they add that she is 5'4" and weighs about 150 to 160 pounds. Furthermore, they also add that during the time of the disappearance, she was wearing a black shirt, black pants, and white Nike shoes. Thus far, a truck driver has reported seeing Russell's car door left open and a tall, brown-skinned man with khaki shorts on leaning over in the car. Russell's mother adds that police did find some tire tracks in the grass. However, they have not yet to determine what type of vehicle it could have been. And let's see here. Yeah, so it's all over social media. It's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. They have phone numbers available. This is tough, man, and this is really sad. It actually seems like it was a setup. Whether it was a setup for her specifically or it was just a random act of kidnapping, that's what it seems like it is to me. They used the child to lure somebody in to check in with the child, and once somebody pulled over, you know, there's so many sick things and so many wrong things with this whole situation. It's ridiculous. First of all, they're using a toddler on the side of the road. Now, that's already child endangerment. You're putting the child in the middle of the road to walk where the kid could have walked the total opposite way and gotten hit by a car. This was clearly at night because it said that it was like 9:30 at night. So you've got this little kid out walking on the side of the road. If this is just my opinion, it seems like this was a kidnapping, a setup you know, and they used the kid as bait for whoever they wanted to kidnap or whoever they wanted to rob or whatever, whoever, you know, pulled over, you know, they went to go try to follow the kid. Maybe the kid was trained, as soon as you see somebody pull over, run off somewhere, and then at that point, once they got out of the car and they went to go see about the child, you know, if she in fact screamed, it seems like they went ahead and grabbed her, kidnapped her, maybe looked through her things and got her. She is 25 years old, so it doesn't seem like this is some type of, I mean, it could be. Ooh, excuse me. Something just flew in my face. You know, this could be anything. It sounds like it's a kidnapping, though. It sounds like it could be a kidnapping. It could be anything. You know what I mean? But the thing is, it's like, if you're setting this up for anyone, what if you pulled over the wrong, like, what if you lured the wrong person out? What if you lured in a cop? What would you have done then? You know what I mean? Like, this is really, really strange at this point. I guess it's all a matter of trying to figure out everything you can, whether there are any type of cameras on these light posts, you know, if there's any witnesses. They say they have a lot of tips. How well those tips are, we don't know. I certainly do hope that they find this young woman. My prayers are for her safety and her family. It doesn't say if she has any children or not. But you know, for her to want to get out of the car to see about a child, I mean, who wouldn't if you see it? Well, I wouldn't say who wouldn't, because if it's late at night, you know, I would kind of probably have stayed in the car, but just kind of inched around to kind of see what, you know, where the kid was going, where the kid was coming from. I would have probably called the cops while I was inside the car and not gotten out. In any case, you know, like, I don't even know. Like, this just sounds like it's definitely a kidnapping of some sort. Maybe some type of trafficking. Who knows? But this is extremely sad. It's heartbreaking. It's unfortunate. You know, and the fact that there are, like, they literally have to just go off of whatever they have. Tire marks, maybe. Hopefully they can scan anywhere that can kind of give them some type of direction as to where the other car might have went. If there was more than one car, who knows? But anyway, this is really sad. I hope they find her. I hope they find her alive. And I hope they catch whoever did this. It's really sick that you would even use a toddler to do something like this. Like, you want to do something like this to a person, but then using a child to do it, it's just absolutely just, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is ridiculous. But leave your thoughts down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. What do you think happened here? And yeah, let me know if you guys hear anything else, or if you heard anything else, or what's going on if you are from Alabama, if anything's going on out there. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel, hit like, share, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you guys can get notified whenever I pop up on your feed. I'll see you guys later. Doodles!